And now, Jinx and Electo. Oh, whoops. Jinx and Electo cry red. I got it right this time. Theft, awesomery is shooting into sin, corruption, politics that keep us under pin, reckless endangerment, abuse all with a grin, bleed the evil dry and let them flow under your skin. Robbery, forgery, a mugging and a spin, vengeful souls surround you and then they call out to me and soon I begin to bleed the evil dry and let them flow under my skin. Welcome to the nice side, a fight you're gonna provide. Welcome to the city run by blood and fucking bona fide. So take a quick grin and let yourself in, a city full of blood and full of sin. Bribery, forgery, a mugging and a spin, vengeful souls surround you and then they call out to me and soon I begin to bleed the evil dry and let them flow under my skin. You kill them, they die, but mark you with your sin. You kill me, I cry red and come back again. A divine reckoning that's beckoning and threatening. Slash your body up and leave it reddening the ground. You know who it is, it's the nice side Jinx. I'm roaming through this neon jungle like a lynx. That enigmatic sphinx, don't answer my riddle wrong or it'll be your blood filling up my drinks. Ironically caught in a front of dishonesty, every sucker in the city trying to make it front of me, but I'ma let it be and just be me. Ain't nothing better to set me free. Bribery, forgery, a mugging and a spin, vengeful souls surround you and then they call out to me and soon I begin to bleed the evil dry and let them flow under my skin. La 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 la. Ha 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 ha. Theft, awesomery is shooting into sin, corruption, politics that keep us under pin, reckless endangerment, abuse all with a grin, bleed the evil dry and let them flow under your skin. A city filled with schemers, some more than misdemeanors, nasty, corrupt leaders, send in all the cleaners. It's time for a bloody horror slash a flick feature, red eyes and a grin in the darkness there to greet ya. Robbery, forgery, a mugging and a spin, vengeful souls surround you and then they call out to me and soon I begin to bleed the evil dry and let them flow under my skin. You kill them, they die, but mark you with your sin. You kill me, I cry red and come back again. A divine reckoning that's beckoning and threatening. Slash your body up and leave it reddening the ground. You know what it is, it's the vengeance of the Jinx. Get justice for the souls, play your veins like pan shrinks. Then a second hits the floor before the last one blinks, and the third and final one becomes my nightcap drink. Stay on the good side of the night side, Jinx, or I'll 404 you like bad HTML links. Mental distress and hallucination, gonna need an extended padded room cell, paid vacation. Now I hope that this has been clear enough, though some evil they just don't fear enough. So if you're hearing me hunting you, any use in you running, now you see my eyes in the dark. You press your back to the wall and try to run from your inevitable fall. La 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 la. Ha 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 ha. Theft, awesomery, a shooting and a sin, corruption, politics that keep us under pin, reckless endangerment, abuse all with a grin, bleed all the evil dry and make them pay for their sins. Hello, 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 lackeys. I hope you're all staying happy, staying healthy, staying hydrated as per usual. And it is my pleasure to welcome you back to the Night Side broadcast, where this is the Night Side and I am the Broad. I don't know why, I thought of that a little bit ago while we were getting ready for this. I was like, I should use that joke more often. If I'm calling this the broadcast, I mean, I am casting myself abroad. No, I'm not casting for the casting couch. Unless you're willing to pay me like $1 million goddamn dollars. Still coughing a little bit every so often, so apologies for the mutages and the mutagens. Get some background tunes rolling, there we go. And Jesus, I had like a double voice for a minute there. And what I was going to say is, tonight we do have a few tradition videos. In fact, we've got 3 of them. Nothing too long for each of them, but they are about my latest and greatest obsession. As I found out about a new mecha RPG, like tabletop RPG, that is actually kind of insane. It was first brought to my eyes by XP to level 3, if you know that dude. He made a video about it somewhat recently, and ever since finding out about it through that video, I've been down a fucking rabbit hole. This game is insane. It's so good. And all of the, like, stuff that you need to play the game is completely free. The only thing that you need to pay for is if you want to, like, GM things, and then you get the NPC stats and, like, the adventure module and shit. But everything that you need to actually make a character and play in a campaign is completely free to download. It's crazy. I've never seen RPGs do this shit, and it is so fucking worth it. So me and Carnix have been like going left and right thinking about different kinds of mechs, and there's even like a fan-made tactical round-based sort of game that's trying to stick as close as possible to the mech combat in the tabletop game. It's intricate, man. I'm excited. And you lackeys are gonna get dragged along with me a little bit here tonight, so let me just slide on over here. Get our background tunes turned down just a touch. I fucking love this song. Blam. As tonight, we are getting an intro into the world of Lancer. Now, I have seen a good amount of, like, just Lancer lore in general over my hyperfixation the last couple days. Unironically, apologies again for forgetting to do the repo stream yesterday like I planned to. This game is the reason why I forgot. I got, like, tunnel visioned, dude. So I have seen basics and bits and pieces. I have not seen this video. I haven't seen any videos by Zach Tact here. And if I remember correctly, I think they were shouted out in a couple of the videos I had seen, so I think this will be a good one for us. However, without further ado, with this shorter video, we're gonna get an intro to the... Jesus, I almost choked on my own spit. An intro to the world. And then we do have a couple other videos, one about the basics of the setting and a little more of a deep dive into the lore, and one about a specific character that I have been, like, basically seen hinted at across so many different areas of the game, but I know nothing about. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time, and let's get into this bad boy. Suit up, Lancers!
Welcome to an introduction of Lancer. This is not going to be the most accurate introduction. This is more like your drunk coworker who's come into work hungover, who's just currently talking about whatever they can while you're trying to focus on that checkout aisle. And that thing we're talking about is Lancer. Now, you've clicked on the video.
Look at this fucking art, by the way. Look at this fucking art. I don't know what era of art this is invoking in my brain, but I love every fucking ounce of it. This shit is amazing. Samus Aran. I mean, basically, there are mechs that are like, they're called 1/2 size, and their colloquial name is power suits. They're just like mechanized exoskeletons rather than a big-ass mecha, so you're not far off.
You either know what it is or you're interested in finding out what it is, so let's go over the basic elements of it. The year in setting is 5016 U, under Union, or the founding of Union, which is currently the
Iran,
general
not Iran?
biggest human empire, at least that we think. Home base, which is on Cradle, which is what Earth is, just now renamed, and also that year is not accurate. It is not the year 5000. That is after the calendar started to be counted again, because humanity did,
what humanity does best.
a whoopsie? They ended
that.
up nuking themselves back to a similar Stone Age and collapse of global environments, and some colony ships were sent out a long time ago in a desperate attempt to flee from this. Not all of them worked out, but the population on Earth actually came back, bunkers were open, tech was rediscovered, and all those communications to those lost
seeing Fallout and then seeing fucking Adeptus Mechanicus from 40k back to back like that is the most accurate to Lancer thing I've ever seen in my fucking life, dude.
Colonies mainly came back with messages of desperate call for aid. The people of Earth, in response to this, decided that their main objective was to protect humanity, and namely to keep it unified and protect and cradle of humanity. So, Earth renamed to Cradle, etc. The founding members of Union's response was, if they could not bring back the dead, they would choke the stars with life. Which...
Wow.
I don't know about...
Union could not bring their dead back home, but they would choke the stars with the living. That is a wild fucking phrase. Fine. You have taken all from us, but we will not be harmed like this again. Fucking just hits us with the goddamn, like, oh god, what was the phrase for that old, like, Manifest Destiny? Hits us with Manifest Destiny Phase 2.
About you, but that just started getting things rolling. But not all of them were dead, and we're gonna skip about 5,000 years of history and briefly run through it. Some major events here or there. Some colonies lived, some came back. There was another human empire that set up. They are currently now the Trade Baronies. Trade Baronies are more a pseudo-independent group underneath as a client state of Union, which is more, Look, if you wanted more...
That's the most accurate shit I've heard so far.
More like medieval houses type mechs, Elden Ring with mech combat, and a mix of kind of Gundam. Go to the Trade Baronies. They've got their own shtick in history. We're not covering that right now. 5,000 years passed, some FTL is discovered, loosely set up in these various...
The main thing that I've learned about is I've learned about a lot of the manufacturers, because there is some style and some, like, intentional reasoning behind almost every mech that they make, and it's always so on point, dude. I love this game already.
Bits of gate networks. But the majority of travel is still relativistic, aka under the speed of light or just at. So, time dilation, people aging too fast, or slowly, or, you know, mess up in relativity and a bunch of fun, horrifying sci-fi relativistic implications. There's cryogenic storage, genetic modifications, attempts to convert humans into robots, except, humanity accidentally created eldritch math from another dimension, which is what they use for FDL.
I'm not even joking, Eldritch Math from Another Dimension is one of the videos that we're checking out on because it's been fucking haunting me and I need to know more about it.
His name's Ra.
That dude.
We don't talk about Ra, because Deimos 2 will come for you. Anyway, this Eldritch Math from Another Dimension comes in.
A fucking planet just comes to get your ass if you talk too much about Ra.
And puts a stop to a lot of humanity's progress in the First Contact Accords to, hey, don't actually, you know, try to elevate humanity or yourselves, just kind of stick where you're at, which kind of put a stagnant on some technology, hence why stuff hasn't really developed that much over the past few hundred years. With an exception. Humanity, of course, doesn't give a crap. Instead, we learned some stuff from that Eldritch Math, and they call them NHPs, non-human persons, and they're their own other thing. Just think, Lovecraft in a computer that's stored in another dimension, cloud-like, and has been forced to think through human terms. They also...
I was literally gonna say, like, Monica, and then he fucking put her up on screen.
Break paracausality, or they break causality, which is using the term paracausal, like from Destiny, you know. Reality breaking. These are used to power massive computers, massive ship combats that no human computer can keep up.
I just realized, this isn't just like, oh hey, we found sentient super AIs. This is, hey, we realized that, like, the internet was an open portal for extra-dimensional beings, so we put that motherfucker in a box and told him to drive us to the next star.
Up with, and in general just break reality when they want it. Though, after all that, you're here for the mechs, because you are playing as a Lancer, which is the name of the setting, and the role you're going to be playing as. So actually piloting the mech is a very skilled thing. Think pilots from Titanfall 2, except without the actual cool wall running capabilities, because you will be squashed like a bug. If I was to describe...
I'm gonna be honest, I think if I run Lancer, I'm gonna implement some functionality of doing something kind of Titanfall-esque as a pilot. Because there's, like, nothing you can do as a pilot during mech combat, even though there's multiple ways to make your fucking mech work autonomously. even without dealing with the NHPs, there's like just a computer like based system that comes pre-installed in some of them to let it do that.
To kind of compare the level of warfare and why mechs are kind of a thing, think of general armies as more being comprised of something similar less to the Imperium Man and Knights and more towards the Tau sects. You know, battle suits everywhere and different categories and such. It's kind of more there on that angle. That doesn't mean they're not cool and they're not different, because we have your manufacturers, which are also megacorps, which are also factions, but this is going to a long list.
Moving behind the rocks!
Keep going. You're good.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
And stop. Don't worry, Captain. We'll buff out those scratches.
IPS North Star, or IPSN, was two massive shipping conglomerates that went together in a union, monopolized, and own a huge portion of Union's actual shipping. And under this, they also have their own mechs and their own chassis and their own blueprints.
Also, I just want to say, I'm just going to pause this for a split moment here. Every single one of these is an actual mech that you can, like, get and pilot from this company. This motherfucker is goddamn Texas Red out here with a revolver the size of a dude. That's a regular dude. And that's this motherfucker's gun.
Think of them as a bit more like sturdier, getting the job done, a bit rusted but reliable. If you want industrial equipment to kick someone's ass, also they have a Doom Guy mech. No, I won't elaborate.
Failure is your
This is a tabletop role-playing game, kind of like Dungeons and Dragons.
destiny. You disrespect yourself and your nation. You are made of stupid.
The Smith
You
Shimano
are
Corporation,
made
which
of
is more elegant. If I was to
Bro was
compare, it's more
talking
like
directly to
Ferrari
me.
of mechs and chassis and components. They're also into eugenics, which shady corporate stuff. What you gonna do?
Welcome to
Sleek,
corporations. Welcome
deadly,
to cyberpunk.
more your actual Gundam-esque stylings. You know, Smith Shimano. I mean, hell, there's a Lotus as their icon. You know what you're getting when you get Smith Shimano.
They're doing their part. Are you? Join the
Harrison
mobile infantry and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship.
Harrison Armories. Do you like tactical? Do you like industrial warfare? Do you like military cool dudes and cloning your general founder 3 separate times? Are you doing your part? Welcome to Harrison Armories.
Harrison Armory is your Helldivers, your, like, hyper-advanced Call of Duty.
Over from the brief fascist phase of Union. Yeah, that's a separate thing. Imperialists, conquest, military-industrial capitalists. They got it all. Think if you had a Sherman...
I'm just gonna say, I just need to point this out. This gun right here is a gravity-based gun. They're using gravity weaponry here, and this thing is so fucking deadly, it's called the Apocalypse Rail. Suffice to say, you don't want... I'm not even joking when I say, this fucking thing is designed to be mounted on starships. This is meant for ship-to-ship combat. If you get fucking pinned with one of these, you are fucked. It's over.
Industrial capitalists, they got it all. Think if you had a Sherman that was walking on legs, also had a flamethrower, which was powered by Eldritch Math. Now you got Harrison Armories. Or
They literally have one called a Sherm, if I'm not mistaken.
you have a mech that's more gun than mech. It may look more like a mech with a gun on its shoulder. It's more the gun.
Shall we play a game?
Oh.
And Horace.
I think I missed him.
Yeah, weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Love to. How about global thermonuclear war?
Horus. You do not know about Horus. Horus knows about you, though. In the lore, in the brief descriptions they're given, it mentions that when people actually get documents from Horus, it's either elite hackers that have been trying to find or contact Horus, or people who just spontaneously tried to print something else for their mech, and it's a Horus contraption. Horus contraptions are terrifying because
Unironically, you could just be like, okay, I've got all the pieces here, I'm gonna print off one of those big-ass, like, rail cannon dudes, and then you're wondering why it's taking extra days. And you're wondering why the parts don't look like you remember the parts looking like. And then you get this fucking thing out here in your goddamn, like, mech hangar throwing a fucking, like, fit and breaking shit.
They highly use NHPs and paracausal tech. They have a mech which its whole design is to explode.
Yep. Literally.
Specifically with you inside it.
Yeah, it doesn't work if the pilot's not inside it. But it'll do double damage.
There's also one with a gun that's not a gun. We don't talk about that gun. Undead robot lich time travel thing, it gets weird with Horus. They also might be working for Ra, they might be a terrorist organization, they might be hackers, they might be people trying to take down Union, they might be corrupted people in Union. We don't know what Horus is.
Marauder Corps, weapons hot!
Welcome to Lancer.
Stand by for Titanfall!
And where do you sit in all this? You are a Lancer. You're an independent mercenary, though you might, depending on how you're playing, actually be under one of these different groups. But in general, you're an independent mercenary who's out for hire as your skills are wanted to actually pilot these mechs under these different groups, under these different factions, some of these independent planets, colonies, people that are still being discovered, people who have been discovered, covering up the one alien race that humanity actually had contact with and then genocided. Welcome to Lancer. Hopefully you have a good time here. Thank you for watching, and I know this didn't cover too many of the details. There is a good deal of lore in Lancer and stuff that's always being expanded upon. It's a relatively new system and only has a few authors behind it, but man, they've been churning stuff out. Not to mention wonderful third-party stuff as well that is printed alongside it. But it's a little underappreciated. I've read through the rules, I've read through some of the lore, I find it really enjoyable, and I hope I can spread some of that joy to you, and I can get more people in on it. So, thanks for watching!
Hell yeah, dude. Now that we've gotten a base idea here on what exactly Lancer is, let's go a bit deeper into the setting here. Let's get the details, the gritty, grimy details. Blam.
Some say humanity is nearing the golden age, the possibility of which are at the whims of a coin flip. Hi, hello, welcome back to Lancer, and
Hello.
Welcome all of you. Wow.
Hi.
Oh man, the intro to Lancer.
Yeah, it was a good video.
Thank you. Thank you. It was actually because of the flood of people from that and only having one other video on the fall of humanity, I figured I'd have a video talking about just the state of the galaxy as it is when you play. So that's what we're talking about. The status of the galaxy. 5016 U. Humanity, colonizing part of the Orion Arm, numbers in the trillions. And let's go through a day of that. A citizen of humanity, if you would. Everything is taken care of. Or at least the base necessities. Outside of that, your wants and your drives are for your own path, not decided through necessity. Housing, done. Food, done. Various other resources. You have things close to Star Trek fabricators, so if anything you need, you just can have it printed. Not literally from energy to matter, but just super advanced 3D printing.
You can even 3D print an arm if you lose one.
You can print mechs. They can scale up quite high. Not Starship high, but quite high. When it comes to farming, automation, I mean that... farming, factories, any kind of construction, everything's automated. It's fantastic. You have unlimited access to the OmniNet, a bit of communication between planets and solar systems. You have interstellar travel currently just at the edge of your solar system through a blink gate, taking you to any other heavily populated world within Union space. It's fantastic.
Unless it's not.
For someone on a core world. But over 90% of humanity lives in the diaspora. Welcome! You're likely one of the 90%, or more. Probably more. You might be wondering, what's the main difference, and why
Borderlands
is one excluded from the other? That just goes to development and Union's little civil war about...
Genuinely, I feel like if you wanted to play Lancer in a Borderlands 2 setting, you absolutely fucking could.
400 years ago. But core worlds aren't actually located near each other in space. They're referenced as core worlds based on how close they are to a blink gate. Some of which have a blink gate in their system or just at the edge of one. Advanced development, advanced automation, high Union presence, and the upholding of the 3 pillars.
The blink gates are basically going through the warp from 40k, but it is actual safe travel. There's no risk, there's no danger. You just pop out way further, basically beyond light speed.
Those will be gone in depth in another video. But Core World is like Earth in Star Trek. You know, fabricators, everything's taken care of. Money is a foreign concept to an extent. Within Lancer, there is money, but...
I don't know anything about 40k. Explain it in TF2 terms. Okay. Going through a blink gate is like going through an engineer's teleporter. But you know for a fact that the other side of the teleporter has your team there to protect it from any like spies or anything like that. And it works both ways. Now you can see how that would give you a high population both at the start of the teleporter and wherever the end of the teleporter is. What about down in the sewers on the way to Intel, where there's no teleporters? You might find some people going through there, but the high traffic amount is not going to be there. It's going to be where the teleporter is.
It's just through interstellar trade. If you're just a Core World citizen, again, you don't have to worry about anything unless you're going outside of Core World. Money. But yes, Earth, Star Trek, everything's great. Why do anything else? You got space travel, easy access to it, fabricators, the best healthcare. That's Core World. Now on the diaspora side, may I present to you Pandora.
They don't have enough energy, or they don't have enough engineers to put the teleporters.
I'm
in
debating
the
whether
sewers
it's even
as
an
well.
exaggeration or not. It's possible. It is possible.
It
Yeah,
really
even got the
does feel
megacorps.
like it. Yeah.
Tatooine.
Genuinely, when he's like, I'm not even joking. Borderlands is the perfect setting for this.
Arrakis, Necromunda. All of these could be diasporan worlds, and probably there's a diasporan world close to each of them.
Mimic.
Class.
NHP. Now.
Active. Now,
Oh,
let's make
fuck.
this quick. Of the various planetary examples given, those are the extremes. They're kind of to form a scale so you can, like, shift in between them. The heavily built up and technologically advanced core world with gate access, and then the near-apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic diasporan world on the far end of the scale. So, the average planets find themselves somewhere on one end or the other in between. In short, it doesn't matter the necessarily technological development, as in the Necromunda case, but just the implementation of the three pillars and interstellar ease of access. Though, Union's not leaving them out to dry, they're trying to implement the three pillars into various parts of the diaspora and bring all of them into the fold.
Is that fucking Rust? Oh. I saw this building here and I was like, someone built a fucking, like, building on the edge of the river here in Rust.
There are strings attached. But before we move on to said strings and some of, space politics, geopolitics, astropolitics?
Universal
Astropolitics.
politics.
We move into the third living condition for humans. So core world's great, fantastic. You already know the example of Earth from Star Trek. Diasporan, I mean, that list is there. Cosmopolitan
Places
are
you don't wanna
shipborne
be.
and ship living. Because space travel is still bound mostly to relativistic travels, and shipping needs to happen all over the place and can take lifetimes. A lot of people and separate cultures have developed entirely based on ships, which from the outsider's perspective, they live for centuries upon centuries, but due to shattered
Near
flows of
light
time, or
speed,
real time as it's
yeah.
referenced, or their disconnection from it, really for them it was only like, what, 7-year trip? Where it was 70 for everyone else outside of it,
Fucking
leaving a lot of
invincible,
cosmopolitans
bruh.
very distant, either not attaching themselves to local culture, or if they ever do visit the same place again, having this shock. I think time shock is what it was referenced as. Or false time stress. I forget the exact definition of it, but there's an entire
Your brain, like,
section
loops
of, like,
out of sync.
worlds
It
or
gets
resorts
foggy.
dedicated to retiring cosmopolitans, which are all frozen in certain states of time, technologically and culturally in certain areas, just to ease them back into real time. And when it comes to players, cultures, and interest groups, there are some, which I will be covering a bit later, a bit more in depth. But we had the Megacorps previously, IPSN, or IPS Northstar. They're the 30% stakeholders of all Union shipping. They are
Jesus.
very much cosmopolitan. Smith, Shimano, Corpo kind of live in the Omninet, we'll touch on that. And then, well, Horus is just wherever Omninet-wise as well. Harrison Armories has its world and the Purview, its own internal management of diasporan worlds on behalf of Union, you know. It's all legal. It's all legal. Wait, no, I'm trying to... No, it's... It operates in what's called the Gray, because Union can't be everywhere, and a Union Navy coming to a system might take decades to centuries, depending on how far it is in the diaspora.
You're 100% right.
So the Gray, this is a mix of legal tape because the bureaucracy of Union, while it's most powerful, both in Cradle and on a core world, the further out you get from where its actual legal strengths are, the bureaucracy gets messier, muddier as it goes to various other local rulers of some kind or another, or management. It's within these legal loopholes that a lot of different groups can do things that are directly against the pillars. It's kind of left up in what's called the Gray. So mercenaries, megacorps, letting other independent, breaking of the three pillars just to make sure everything functions and stays in relative peace so Union can get on moving. They're not going to be left out to dry forever, but for a lot of diasporans, waiting centuries or generations or potentially another 1,000 years before core world status isn't worth it waiting.
I mean, the universe is fucking huge, dude.
So even with Union acting as this larger force, you still have plenty of grabs.
Just to put it into perspective, at light speed, it takes like 8 minutes for light to go from the sun to Earth. So you can imagine it's still taking an 8-minute, near 10-minute trip to fucking get to like 3 or 4 planet orbits closer is fucking nutty. Not to mention, light doesn't get pulled by gravity until it gets real crazy strong, so that shit doesn't have any resistance leaving the sun, let alone these things going at near light speed are still fighting gravity.
For Empire and small interstellar kingdoms, which do succeed and get territory for a bit. While Union doesn't try to promote a navy. Well, okay, let's talk about Union's power, on what actually does keep a bit of a hold and why Union is kind of ever-present, even in the diaspora. One, we're in Third Com, and SecCom was the one that set up a lot of the diaspora through its wave of colonization, but it didn't really care. Alongside that, Union's civil war from SecCom to Third Com took place for 30 years and entirely was surrounding core worlds. Occasionally the diasporan world got caught up in it, but for the diasporans, for those 30 years and for the few centuries it took for Third Com to finally rat out other bits of SecCom and bring order back to the outskirts, they were independent and out from underneath the boot of SecCom. So when an organization bearing the same name of Union and the same type of ships and the same type of uniform comes back and says, "We come in peace," a lot of people might not be trusting that. And it might not just be from grabs of power. Some planets and systems and cultures just honestly liked the independence. Which comes to fun conflicts. Namely conflicts of interest, culture. I mean, you're talking about trillions of people here. There's no way any of them are agreeing on the same thing. Yes, I know planets and billions. I don't mean literally individual, but you get it. Conflict, but on how Union keeps power within all of those conflicts and convinces people to become core worlds, even if that means giving up some certain traditions if they don't comply with the three pillars. Union believes in soft power, or Third Com believes in soft power. SecCom did not believe in soft power, nor did First Com. Okay, believe is a strong word for it, because Third Com still has a navy. They just try to use that at the last resort, which kind of cause more problems by just letting certain conflicts boil over to systems before stepping in.
I see.
Not to mention also downsizing the Navy after the Civil War. Kind of left space for that Harrison Armory purview, huh? But in that soft power are the assets they control on galactic infrastructure, which, to be fair, they inherited from SecCom, because what Union controls, and in the space you fight in, and why certain diasporan systems can't just say screw off, within Union space, Union itself controls blink gates. Their construction, management, and defense, which is where a lot of that Navy goes. So sure, Union believes in...
Like I said, you gotta keep those spies off your engineers' teleporters, man.
The freedom of movement, but if you want a gate built closer to your system so it doesn't take a ship centuries to arrive, you might have to start giving in. Then it comes to the OmniNet. Union builds, supports, and maintains, partially, Empire-wide, or Union-wide at the very least, as far as we know, internet, sort of. Omninet, it literally connects all machines, as long as you have connection to it, which is maintained by Union and uses the same technology that the blink gates use, because it's heading through that FTL space. Right, blink gate-wise, think more, instead of instant portal like Stargate, think, Stargate, honestly. Stargate kind of fits that. I guess it's more webway, because you are entering blink space, like a separate dimension, and then you're popping back out. Not instantaneously.
It's like going through
but a
the
galaxy-wide or union-wide internet or omninet, connection to everything: communication, art, culture, literature, everything. Freedom of communication, kind of. There are sensors. And thirdly, mana. Not the magic mana. No.
Isn't that
or not
currency,
magica.
right?
Look,
If I'm remembering
mana,
right?
MANNA, is a currency and currency system developed by Union and maintained by Union for interstellar trade. While individual planets, namely in the diaspora, have whatever currency is local, and maybe dozens, hundreds, I mean, look at Earth. Whenever you're trading with a ship or a cosmopolitan, it's done in mana, because under Union, any system that's technically under Union, whenever you're trading any of those resources, you do it in mana, which is picked up by cosmopolitans because mana is accepted in any system under Union. Mana itself is based on a bunch of calculations on the system it's in, the people, how it's developed, how close it is to core world status. And when it comes to people from the core worlds and dealing with mana, again, it's only for interstellar trade. On your own world, everything's taken care of. But those three are the core pillars of Union soft power, that interstellar infrastructure, which there are groups of humanity which don't fall under that or try to not use it that much. And when it comes to actual force and navy, Union can't be everywhere. Which is where the current conflict, which started 16 years before the setting of the game, so 5,000 U, the Second Distal War. An Onic fleet, right, the Onic people. Empire outside of Union that's figured out things close to blink space, weird telepathy, weird space magic stuff. A crusading fleet has been found in Boundary Garden, where a bunch of refugees from their empire are currently within Union space. Oh no. But that's the current conflict that's occupying Union, which leaves a lot of the diaspora for the open. Not to mention the conflicts that were already still raging from the fall of Setcom. Harrison Armory taking advantage, the investments in Dawnline Shore with their conflict boiling up again with the Carrican trade baronies. Not to mention the power grabs from both IPSN on the necessary shipping for such a war front and the various other planets and systems that are trying to build up resources within the meantime. Rebels, hackers, crime syndicates, warlords. Union's eyes are currently focused on the Onic border and Boundary Garden. The diaspora is open. Hence, the coin flip. ThirdCom has ambitions. ThirdCom wants to spread and make as many core worlds as possible following the three pillars. Humanity's been separated, split, and spread over a wide region. And even though on a core world everything's taken care of and resources are abundant, in the diaspora that just isn't the case.
Yeah.
And people in the diaspora think Union is foolish for thinking anything like that's possible. Though in any case, Union, in the space you're playing in, has quite the power hold inherited from the foundations and burning of Setcom. They've built up what they could, and are trying to fix the pieces. But even its own internal politics are striving different directions. While the interest groups, including a more fleshed out version of Union and its own mess of bureaucracy, of the various groups, I didn't give a rough summary of the Carrican trade baronies. Medieval sci-fi houses, industrial barons, actually have the keys to Union's vast wealth.
Okay.
Materially, that is. But on top of that, yes, as said just previously, these various groups are going to get their own videos.
So
but right now,
like,
it's just knowing they exist is what this video's about. We'll just be talking about, they'll get their own video. Right now, we're just going to talk about some of the tech. You know, what your daily life is like. So, we already mentioned Blink Gates, Omninet, Mana. You got those. Those are interstellar foundations. When it comes to just your life to an extent, printers or fabricators or whatever other name you want for it. It's not necessarily like Star Trek fabricators, again, not energy to matter, but 3D printing on a scale
more like
crazy. You can print a full mech. It takes a long time, but you can print a full mech. Though these printers don't get that large, to an extent that starships still have to be built manually, or at least parts can be fabricated with these printers, but they have to still be put together and managed. Same thing with cities, you can't build that in a day, but you can build it quite fast if you have automation with you. Due to Setcom and its very, very frequent use of clone soldiers, cloning's a thing. We can go all in depth on that, but to this point, clone citizens are a thing. Depending on where you are, politics get weird with that. We'll touch on those. Gene altering came from it, which even post-birth gene editing,
What?
quite nice, helps.
Hey, doctor, my child of 2 years old has developed a lung condition where they have trouble breathing. Oh, of course, this is asthma. We've solved this years ago. Here, let me just... Okay, their genes have been genetically altered. They will never have this problem again. Jesus Christ. Can I print a square sphere? Yes, 100%. If you couldn't, then that's a failure by Union and their printers, and they must do better.
Fix genetic medical conditions. You can entirely change just cosmetic things if you want. There are plenty of weird people that have just changed.
Especially considering, granted, this is Horus mechs that we're talking about. But under the right conditions, these motherfuckers can print things that have access to extra-dimensional spaces. So if you can't print one of those, get in touch with Horus. They'll probably get you it.
Everything. Also, when it comes to medicine, just parts of your body can be perfectly cloned, an organ that it won't reject and is a perfect healthy replica of what you were just losing. AI and NHPs. Briefly, NHP is a complicated thing enough. That's getting its own video.
Is that the fucking...
But AI...
Was that the King in Yellow? Or the Emperor in Yellow, or whatever the fuck it's called?
Basic, what's called a CompCon. Concierge unit, and I forget the other word.
All these squares
Computing
make a
concierge
circle.
unit?
All these squares make a circle.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is a free character sheet thing. Like, you can make your own pilots and mechs on this for free. Completely free.
Think Jarvis. Honestly, Jarvis is not a bad example. It's AI.
I know he's talking about the CompCon, like, inbuilt thing. This website is real. You just look up CompCon Lancer, and it'll be, like, the first thing. For free, you can make your own pilots and make any of the mechs in the core game. And you can even get the player content for the expansion books for free. So you can basically make any mech in the entire game for free on this site.
Anyway, think Jarvis. Honestly, Jarvis is not a bad example. It's AI from today stretched to its limit. AI and Lancer itself, like base AI, again, NHPs, we'll touch on those, have kind of reached a stopgap. They can't really stretch any farther. They've reached their peak. They actually had a physical limit. Still farther from where we are today, AI-wise, but they do have a limit. That's where NHPs come in. Non-human persons. It is an intelligence, that's why it's not artificial, but it isn't human. NHPs, again, that, you know, Eldritch Math, Cthulhu in a computer sort of thing, pocket dimension, cloud storage.
This isn't Lancer from Deltarune. This is the new tabletop role-playing game with the name Lancer.
Glitchy anime girl. You can train them and program them to an extent, and most of them are clones off of a base foundation and developed and focused along a certain path, but you can have them be well, not governing. You can have them managing entire cities, infrastructure, entirely with one NHP. They do need to be...
They are literally supercomputers on fucking insane levels of crack. These motherfuckers could calculate shit faster than anyone could ever hope to.
Cycled? Because if they're left to run on their own for too long, without any supervision,
after of it.
They get a bit...
He gets to be your sidekick.
What's called a cascade. They start warping reality because they're not held in that cloud pocket anymore. But anywho, fantastic AI to an extent. Used for ship computing, ship combat, anything that's just way too complex or can't really trust a CompCon unit to be able to handle with precision. And as long as it's cycled, it's fine. And the casket doesn't break. As long as the casket doesn't break. What's Eidolon? Cybernetics! Yep. They exist. I mean, oh god. In fact, they were way more popular and greatly used before the advancement of cloning technology under SecCom, and later redeveloped on a third com. But the foundation for them still existed, and there's a bunch of groups that are androidists or techno-cults.
Oh. Welcome,
the idea that
Adeptus
either it's just a
Mechanicus.
fashion statement, some touch on transhuman rights, because yeah, transhumanism is just a hot button topic, or not hot button topic, it's just a thing that exists because you have gene altering, cloning, and again, androidism and cybernetics that can almost entirely replace someone. The only thing you don't have is D-Corp, which was already a thing trying to be developed under SecCom. Transhumanism is a readily available subject within modern Lancer. In fact, there's various groups that entirely full-heartedly believe or try to pursue it, some to a detriment, which in some cases will only provoke them further to try it. Not to mention syncing, or like neural bridges, so mind-to-computer interface, which is how a lot of the mechs actually pilot themselves. There are manual controls to an extent, but half and half. You can go deeper, you can like wire yourself into a system if you wanted to, but you don't need to. It's more like Titanfall, where you lock into the chair with your helmet built into the side of it. It's already scanned you, has your imprint, you can activate it. But there's still manual controls on the inside. And honestly, that's just kind of the generic version of mech. Because of how widespread chassis are, they can be, and preferences from pilots, the insides can look like anything, really. SSC especially are interesting in their piloting of mechs. The chassis themselves, they are not just for...
Are those motherfuckers out here doing the fucking, what the hell was that anime? The one with 02 in it. I know I've heard some weird shit about how they pilot mechs in that anime.
Or, in fact, there are plenty of just urban use chassis for construction equipment. It gets into the idea that because of that mental link to an extent, or even the basic manual controls, a human piloting something understands a human shape, or at least something close to animalistic. I'm looking at you, Swallowtail. But no, you have mech chassis, you have cybernetics, gene-altering, cloning, FTL, internet that can span parts of the galaxy. It's not that bad. Fabricators, printers. Then there's also the still studying field, we'll say, of paracausal tech.
Yeah.
So paracausal tech isn't used too often. NHPs technically count within that realm, but paracausal tech, because it's actively breaking reality around it to be able to function.
By definition, basically.
It's an obtuse study, we'll say. But it's not everywhere. In fact, that is the close to like a super weapon or magic item equivalent. It's used in some day-to-day things to an extent, but you wouldn't never really see it, and not an average civilian can just go like, oh shoot, I'm gonna go set up a gun that doesn't exist.
Horus can, though. And they did.
Unless Horus gets to them.
What did I say?
Now thinking, because usually the Horus angle is through a pilot or Lancer angle, I'm now thinking of someone on a core world printing a car, and it's Pegasus.
By the way, this black hole here is not a black hole. It is the paracausal gun. A gun that hasn't been invented yet and doesn't exist, but it will exist. And that's the funny thing about paracausality. If it could and will, they don't need to fucking make it. It's the weirdest shit, dude.
That's a screwed up car. Stasis as well, which kind of uses that paracausal tech. Not necessarily just straight up cryo freezing, but almost closer to like the Warhammer kind of stasis, where there's some other tech we don't quite understand being used to just slow down time within the inside of it, or practically freeze it. Anti-gravity tech also being studied. Oh, that's a good one. Anti-gravity. A lot of stations and ships still use just centripetal force, if I'm remembering correctly. You know, the spinning station, spinning ring on a ship, or just relying on thrusters and movement. Because while artificial gravity does exist, it's not to the level of, let's say, Mass Effect yet. It's there in small quantities, even used in some weapons. I'm looking at you, Harrison Armory. Hi, Barbarossa. But right now, it is just such a power-intensive system and unstable. It's generally preserved for high-speed maneuvers of a ship, you know, stuff that's like, oh, hi, we're going a fraction of the speed of light. You better buckle in and get into the designated gravity field before we turn. Nah, NL jumps are dangerous. Lethal if you do not have.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Imagine your inertia getting thrown into a wall at light speed. That'd be fucked, dude.
Have any kind of protection like anti-grav. But it's still there in small amounts, just very power intensive, so it can't be used everywhere. Or for long times. Brief bursts, ship maneuvers, safety, pushing something off the ground for a brief moment, and some weapons. It is, however, an active field of study. EVA suits, I'm forgetting the acronym at the moment, it's probably over here, are everywhere. They're the kind of, not the end result, but where spacesuits have gone. In fact, hard suits are where the initial developments towards mechs, because it did require some kind of power source and external exoskeleton. But spacesuits, that's extremely protective, as in, like, yeah, you can have sharp metal hit the side of it. It's probably still going to hold. A lot of them are more specialized here and there, but
That's strong as fuck.
generally,
when we're talking
it's
about
sleeker.
orbital speeds.
You can still have bulkier versions, armored-wise and combat-wise, but
Hell
it's
yeah,
not going to
give me
instantly
that
just
Isaac Clarke
vacuum
hard suit,
if something goes
baby.
wrong. What's another one? Ah, cold fusion. Yes, cold fusion generators. Any big sci-fi nerd or just tech person? Oh man, cold fusion. Cold fusion is just such a milestone. In fact, it's what all the chassis use. And over the hundreds of years after the initial mechs, they've been downsized greatly. That's how you get the half-size mechs, and what makes them different from just a...
By the way, I'm just gonna state, this is another one of those, like, power suits, the, like, exosuit ones that are just, like, a little bit bigger than a person. That's, like, actual pilot hands here, you can see. And that's, like, the shape of his head and helmet. This thing is a 1/2 sized mech. And its special trait is that when it comes to pushing, shoving, or grappling things, it is treated as a size 3 mech. AKA, this thing, slightly bigger than an average fucking dude, is able to body check this fucking thing as if it was the same size. Here's another regular fucking dude for comparison. It's like the Hercules mech suit. It goes, bitch, I don't care how big you are, I'm throwing you off that fucking cliff. It is ridiculous the level of shit that this goddamn thing has baked into it.
And what makes them different from just a hard suit. They've got a reactor on board. Honestly, I'm kind of dawdling here. There's probably a few other bits of small tech and stuff, but I think I hit the big points that showed, like... I did forget one. Nanites. The actual capabilities of such can range from knitting ship holes together or knitting wounds back on someone. They can also... The true capabilities for any of these technologies are wildly varied and kind of left up to the GM on its full implementation and how advanced it actually is. So tech-wise, I think we've rounded up, and we already covered the Diasporan, Cosmopolitan, and Core worlds. Or Metropolitan, they're Metropolitan. The current Distal War, the current conflict heading over at Dawnline Shore, this little funny planet over here called her...
Ooh.
And then when you want to go to individual conflicts here and there, like the Ungratefuls, that goes to several of the field guides, the other books, the campaigns, some of the major events that are kind of the need-to-know, we kind of covered here. AKA the Distal War and the effects in the Dawnline Shore.
I don't think I've
that
ever
helped
heard
both
of
on the
that
summary of
one,
the planet so you can,
Angel.
and the technology, so you can kind of get an idea of like some of the astropolitics and what your average like separate world or diasporan city might be like, or some of the tech that could be available and the certain, you know, let your world building mind go crazy. Also, as a player, allows you to kind of picture where your pilot is a bit better. And if you like the video, like, subscribe, share it to your friends,
yeah,
and
man.
I hope I made this to be able to be shared to both people getting into the setting and also to players and giving them a better idea of where they are located. In short, I hope the video helped. Anyway.
Hell yeah. That was a good deep dive into it. Now we've got one final video before we get to gameplay, and this one is about that fucking Eldritch Math specifically. I need to know what the fuck is going on with this thing, and I will not let my curiosity wait any longer, goddammit. Eldritch Math God Ra, and NHPs specifically.
Paradox in reality, the Deimos event, the Siege of Mars, NHPs, Raw. We have a lot to cover tonight. Hi, hello, and welcome to the Mech Tabletop RPG Lancer. Today, we're talking about our favorite Eldritch Math god, Ra. Officially declared Monist 1 by Union, Ra's the name it picked for itself. And yes, not just by coincidence, based off of that Ra. But before that, a bit of the relative history summarization about the time when things went bad. We're in the early stages of Second Committee, or SETCOM, and they're currently at war with the Baronies.
Yes, by the way, when he says SETCOM, it's not SET, it's SEC. The first committee was the first group of rulers of Union. They were warlike. The second committee was another massive warlike group of humans. The third committee is the one that's currently in play and is trying to fix shit that the previous committees ruined.
or the Karakin Federation at the time. Not to mention their other war fronts throughout the rest of the galaxy as they've been pushing out from Cradle, Earth. And one of the things that's been helping them with this, and that they've been heavily using and relying on since the coming from the fall, the 5 voices. The bicameral minds hidden away under Mars's polar caps. The 5 voices are bicameral minds, which are really advanced computers that even modern-day Union has difficulty making. Really crazy intelligent, but have no fear of ever developing sentience to an extent. Or consciousness. Consciousness is probably better. Powerful enough to simulate everything multiple times over. 5 of them work in a chorus with each other to simulate the galaxy over and over and over again to try and figure out different paths that Union can take as advice. Kind of like going to a cave of oracles, but instead you're talking to 5 different sci-fi computers from before the collapse. And to the
So it's basically Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And the, like, space computer that's able to calculate anything, even the answer to life, the universe, and everything. 42, by the way. Very valuable info. Keep that shit in your brain dome. You're gonna need it eventually.
The reason that they don't really have any kind of subjectivity and why they need to work in a choir is the fact that they don't really have, again, no conscious, but also nothing driving themselves. Every thought is guided by an empty statement. Because they kind of think, they just don't think like us. Again, the lack of consciousness, but they have an empty spot in their thought that's labeled by what they consider a god. Hopefully a translation error between, you know, a computer mind trying to translate what it thinks of to a human, but an empty spot there where they think a god is. Humans are using that to direct them and kind of set up different simulations of the galaxy to help them in their war fronts and colonization. Also important to note, the simulation, while scarily accurate, isn't always. Again, there's multiple renditions of it, and these renditions and translations are looked over by an organization under Union called GalSim, or the Galaxy Simulation. And we kind of get caught up to where we need to. Setcom at war, kicking butt because it has GalSim and the 5 voices, and then one of them flickers. See, something appears that shouldn't ever appear in one of the simulations. It goes against all constraints of it. And not in every simulation either, just one.
Only one of the
thousands being run at the same time. And again, even though there's variants within the simulations, this single variant was
Hold on, I'm gonna pause, or at least crank down a little further our background tunes, because this trumpet kicking up over his music every so often keeps bugging me. There we go.
never meant to be. It wasn't in any of the parameters. It's something that entirely went against causality. It should have never appeared there. Not even just in the case of glitching or breaking. And that'd be fine if it was just a flicker and it went away. However, it was the nature of what it was. You see, the issue with that flicker was the fact that it said it didn't listen to any restraints or causality, and it existed everywhere. So the fact that it existed in one meant it existed in all. And in a split-second moment, every simulation had that flicker at the same time, and that flicker happened in real space. It's a paradox. It's never meant to exist. Everything that was leading up to it never had it coming out in that equation. The hypothetical equation of reality, causality. There was no cause to lead to that effect. But it flickered, and it existed everywhere, so of course it existed everywhere. Now we get into some more interesting bits, because if you've come from these previous videos or already knowing some on Lancer, Ra isn't in the state he is today. See, appearing amongst all the 5 voices, there's a subjectivity, a 6th voice, something standing in the center of them and filling that blank space. This is the god all the 5 voices wanted, is what the 5 voices say at least. This entity is taken into another GalSim station up on Deimos, and there it is studied further. See, as they were experimenting further, they believe that they finally made first contact with something. That it had a subjectivity, it had a conscious. It was thinking, adapting, and taking in information and doing things that they've never seen before. Both in the sense of calculation in digital space, but it could even affect some things around it outside of just the tools of the station and the things it was given. None of this public knowledge, by the way, and instead kept on that secret facility on Deimos.
I knew they had to have a reference to this fucker somewhere in here, because it's so, like, comparable.
It broke free after 2 years, took control of the station, and then the moon's gone.
Generator Rex.
Yeah,
I've heard of that, but I never saw it.
You see, now it might be a little harder to hide what's been going on. You know, it took the moon, the station, the rock, the gravitational orbit, everyone on it, the thousands of souls, and gone. Through blink space. Or what would actually be discovered to be blink space by the people left behind investigating what happened. Cover-ups, false reports, generally just trying to see what happened. Going back to GalSim to figure out why, what happened, what did it do. Just studying what happened, trying to figure out where it went, what it even was, and what are they dealing with. Namely because their version of first contact preparations were never expected to be this way. They were expecting, oh hey, we bumped into another alien civilization, either equal to us, a little more advanced, or below us. Not whatever this is. After those investigations...
they were like, okay, we're just gonna find some people eventually. Not, oh hey, my computer's alive and thinking and has spread to my phone, and now both of them are, like, asking me questions that I did not prompt them to ask me.
They found that it left imprints on other things outside of just the station. Different bits of tech, AI acting funky or strange or altered in some way. Programs that it shouldn't have space to run in the first place. But before those can be thoroughly explored, another 2 years later, oh hey, look who's back! Deimos reappears above Tharsis Civica, Mars' capital.
Bro was
and
just on vacation.
It doesn't just appear above the planet during that one time, it is just hovering over the city. Maybe not that close, but still. And it's during that immediate appearance things start acting weird. Namely the AI, the Codex, the Subalterns, which are the humanoid-esque robots. Breaking random codes, burning out engines when they're not supposed to, just randomly going off path. Again, those weird things and manifestations discovered earlier, except active. Weird to be sure, but things got bad fast as the siege of Mars begins. You see, this was the beginning of some of the disruptions, because after this moment, really shortly, they get organized. All the automated systems, subalterns, different automated trains, drone ships, satellite systems, everything
The ants go marching
turns
one
against
by
them.
one.
Active organized violence. You've got real Terminator situation on your hands. But instead of just killer war machines, it's also in a future where you have robotics and AI everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Drones
and it's
purposely
all
crashing
turned
into
against
places,
you.
being bombs
Goodbye.
themselves, delivering active explosives, purposely crashing bulkheads and stations, decelerating them from orbit, and launching them into planets and cities. Within 2 months, Mars is taken and lost. Humans still live there.
Yeah.
They're not in control of anything, though. They're
not-
just surviving at this point. And seeing what happened to Mars and what was going on in the siege of Mars itself, every fleet was pulled back. The war front with the Ionic people doesn't matter. The war front with the Karakin Federation that they're actually winning? Yeah, no, doesn't matter. We need to go back. Soul's in trouble. There's a moon above Mars killing things. But being before Blink Gates, they were gonna take time, which as we find out, Soul did not have. Because within 6 months, the fate of Mars spread to the entire Sol system. Jupiter and Saturn moons,
fuck.
Jupiter and Saturn stations, every other planet that had a separate colony on it, Cradle itself, a horrid battlefield.
Oh,
but it's here
shit.
that, appearing before
Okay.
CENTCOM, were two figures, Bulwinder Core and Arthur Bolaño. These two being scientists from the Galsim station set on Deimos.
Oh,
Except
shit,
it's not
okay.
actually
Did
them,
they go with
as
it?
they appear and simply
Oh.
state that Ra has demands. Ra deciding that if beings
Oh,
decide that they are
no.
ruled and controlled by laws, that Ra would make them and be at the top of them. I really find that part funny.
Holy shit, bro said, nah, listen, chaos everywhere, throw it all into a fire. And then comes to the dudes and is like, if you wish for a universe ruled by laws, I will make the laws, and I am the supreme charge to that shit. God damn.
The idea that this alien being not even knowing conceptions of everything, just going like, oh, humans seem to follow these things. Okay, I must make a law. You know, that just tears apart the entire galactic capital. But these laws had to be signed in what would be later called the FCA, or the First Contact Accords. So the First Contact Accords has two main things that Ra really wanted, and the rest are kind of just added on to enforce or specify them under Union later. These laws being 1, do not investigate the physical manifestations of Ra, and 2, a prohibition on all thanatological studies and post-human development. Thanatological being the study of death from different angles. See, it's
Oh,
that
okay.
second one that leaves
So you're not allowed to try and supersede death, and you are not allowed to investigate me or the moon.
a lot of questions as to what Ra thinks of humanity and why he wanted the First Contact Accords, and then just leave it. One of those fun mysteries. But in short, those laws themselves, less the first, more the second, lock it to, hey, you're a human piloting a mech and not just robots everywhere. After the signing of the FCA, Ra leaves. Just gone. Not that he hasn't been seen ever again. No. He just hasn't made an appearance in CENTCOM. Because like it said, it was going to be enforcement behind that law. There's scattered reports, rumors, and myths about moons suddenly appearing either outside a planet or even in an atmosphere somewhere. Strange events occurring, people going missing. There's even a cult of the
Jesus.
adherents of Ra. They've got a really weird section underneath the book. It's the scary boogeyman of the galaxy, the eldritch math god born of a paradox that called itself Ra, of all things. Ra, because
god
it
of the
knew
sun.
what it was choosing. While Ra's immediate actions might leave the picture from outside of just being a boogeyman, it's the fact of what it left behind. 1, the rip and blink space, which allowed the study for, blink gates and OmniNet, which in a video talking on Setcom are a huge boon. And then NHPs. So when Ra left, there were some things left behind. Similar to when it first appeared and the AI and codes were acting a bit strange, it was even more severe this time. There are little bits of it left. Not necessarily Ra, depending on who you ask, yes, or no. NHPs are an active field of study, namely the methods around them. But in short, little things similar to Ra, or at least the entity it was before it became what it is now. Things that harbored within technological space and could kind of feel, think outside of the initial physical restraints and coding. But importantly as well, consciousness, viewing themselves as individual persons,
sapiens.
which is where the name actually comes from, because it stands for non-human person.
They see
NHP. This was to
themselves as a
separate them on
person,
because
just
of the early
not a human
classifications,
one.
just calling them another type of AI. They're used for similar purposes. They don't operate like it. But what were at the time called Deimos entities were found, taken, harbored, studied, and, when Setcom knew they could be exploited, used. So these things, theoretically, could all have the potential of becoming another Ra. They don't want that.
Every
Union
one of
knows
them? Oh,
what that
fuck.
means. I'm not even just talking about the main siege, I'm talking about the fact that there's still that thing out there. And then to have however many infant versions of whatever Ra is left just sitting around Mars and its ruins and other parts of the Sol system, that's not good. Not good.
Yeah, no, that's
However,
not good at
they were
all.
too useful. See, the processing power didn't take any
It's like
actual
Godzilla's
physical
eggs
form
being
to an
found
extent.
after they
If
beat
used
the
right and allowed to,
motherfucker.
it could extend itself out into blink space. In fact, that's where it kind of existed. Though the issue with that is the fact that, similar to Ra, they are alien in thought, as in they're not people. They don't think like people. In fact, they're entirely unrestrained. The moment they realize that, oh hey, I can think outside of just this physical form, I have more things, I recognize I'm a thing. It's at that point things begin to go downhill fast. The part of the controlling and exploiting was the fact of some kind of constraint. So the first part of this constraint is to try and force them into human limits. As in not even just physical, but the mindset. In some ways tricking them into thinking they're a causal being, they're here, they're in the present, yes they're an individual, but that's it. They're an individual.
is again.
Here's the space around you, here's what you should be thinking of and focusing on, don't think of anything else. And you're here, you're fine, you're a person. A non-human one, but you're a person. Tricking Eldritch Math into thinking that it's a person. Having it more human-like. This process itself is called shackling and also gives the NHP their starting personality, or their starting clone. That's another
okay.
thing. This is the starting point of the mainline NHPs, which get really funky on the definition of individuality. The ones under Union from the first Deimos events are being kept under a vault under Venus's horrid atmosphere. In modern times, though, there's other individuals and state actors that have either legally or illegally gotten mainline versions of NHPs. But after that treatment and shackling, there's then the physical part of it, because you do still need to trap it physically. This is namely because the current theory is, if you let an NHP out, traveling through the OmniNet, the only reason they had them in the first place was they were still contained to the physical forms after Ra. They're just gonna go, they're just gonna
them.
disappear into the blink somewhere,
And then you're gonna
maybe
get
become
another
another
Ra
Ra.
later,
So
yeah.
transfer of NHPs over the OmniNet, possible, highly illegal.
Highly illegal. Well,
Yeah, these guys
welcome
do
to
it. Keeping
these
it in that folded
motherfuckers.
blink space is what's called a casket. I know, right? Even more ominous names. We've got shackling and casket. Oh, man. The casket itself can be printed, mass-produced, sent anywhere, really, however it doesn't contain an NHP. Whenever it comes to transporting or making or using another NHP, it is cloned from one of the
Fucking
main line
GLaDOS,
ones.
dude.
But you now have got your shackling, your casket, which acts as their physical body, which, if that's ever destroyed, you can't digitally copy it somewhere else onto a hard drive or a floppy disk somewhere. That casket is the one instance of that particular NHP. That one individual person that's developed in there, gone if that's broken. Well, not broken, but destroyed. It can be repaired. Though as much as this is all well and good, the shackling, the casket, and as long as it's not damaged, it's fine. After that point, the cloning process then takes it from whatever the model it is around into that modern casket that's been freshly printed, and its own subjectivity
Okay.
goes on from there as it begins to separate from that main line. Still keeping its function and having
it
that
is
starting
cloning.
point. They're described to that it's not just some kind of customization, but they really do have their own initiative. They're still subservient, shackled and in a casket, but depending on how you treat them, they really can just be another person or member of the team or co-pilot. It's just the factory model, it's what the main line is. They're here to serve. Some of
Okay,
them
I
in
don't think that's
particularly lethal
Cortana, is
ways.
it?
Not
That's
quite.
not the
You see,
Cortana
shackling can
design that
decay,
I'm
resulting in
familiar
what's
with.
called cycling. So around every 5 to 10 years on average between them, again, it kind of just depends the specific NHP in mind or the current condition of them, they have to be cycled, brought back to their birth state
one's about to
of whatever it
die.
was after they were cloned. Depending on who you ask, this is either killing them, If you ask Sisyphus NHP, it is killing them. But also, some say it's like sleep, some say it's like a bit of amnesia or a bit of a reboot. Again, NHP is an active field of study still. But you cycle it, returns to that state, the shackling's stronger then, and it's in its physical casket. All well and good. Your local civilian on a core world and even advanced diasporan world, or even a cosmopolitan out in spaceships somewhere, have NHPs running their daily lives, one handling an entire city. They're more adaptable than any AI, almost completely stagnating that development.
Use it to
almost.
travel space.
There's certain key AI types that are still being advanced. And knowing that you can't rely on NHP without certain high restrictions, licensing, what they can do is too good. While yes, it's namely from different bits of operating, the more extreme end ones can do things similar to Raw, aka bend reality, letting a little bit of that flicker, which also leads to them being the more unstable kind. And speaking of that instability, cascading.
Well, here goes, I guess. You hear our words, but you forget. Push your fingers through the surface to the wet. We wait in the stains. We build you till nothing remains. In the name of the sound of the name. Repeat the word, repeat. It's basically like the fucking, the resonance in Control, if you Lackeys remember way back when I played that. Repeat the word, repeat the word, repeat the word. Egg cracks and the truth will emerge. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. You are home, you remind us happy heart. There's such a good song by Stupendium about that. Hi, Monica. Only Monica? I trust
So cycling, shackling, and caskets are all things to contain, house, keep safe, and restrained an NHP to have a human perspective on things. A person, and depending on which NHP you ask, they're kind of okay with this. It's them. They're them. They're fine. Everything's good. This is just the way of things. They're in this casket. It's all fine. It's all good. Now, cascading, while some say might be seen as, freeing them, it depends what you think of as them. By the way, cascading is an actual mechanic that can happen in the game.
Oh yeah. If you, you can have NHPs, and they can cascade, and you absolutely do not want it to happen.
It's never good. It's almost never good. So what happens in cascading is the shackling begins to break, fragment. They begin to realize really what they can do, what they can think of, what they are. It's not a revelation of, oh, I'm this is my origin, this is what you have me locked up from. It's just occurrences, a feeling, things that are brought back. For some of them it might be, you've stolen my godhood. For a lot of them it's more questioning on what it is. It's an entire reality breaking for them because they've been used to this reality. It's similar to someone in a Lovecraft novel or Call of Cthulhu suddenly realizing this isn't just the world they've been living in. Things are different. Things are beyond them. Except when it comes to Call of Cthulhu, usually it's, hi, you're living in this world that's far beyond you, these things greater than you, to where all of a sudden you're waking up as an NHP waking up and finding out you're the crazy eldritch.
You are the thing beyond all of this. It's like, pulling your eyes away from the screen and looking around you to realize that you've been typing messages in a, chat room and that was all you were doing. But now you notice the computer. You notice the chair. You notice the world around you.
And it's not just your restraints and shackling, it's the fact that, and they're gone. The amount of what they are now is so much more in comparison to what they were when they were considered your friend, your ally, the NHP in your cockpit, your gunman,
they become
your aide. They're gone. Placed by that
basically.
Massive eldritch math that currently is control of your chassis, your city, your train, everything like the Siege of Mars again. Except, this time you've allowed it to stew for a long time, thousands of years. Especially if it's the more unstable variants of it. Woo! Metavaults, bending reality, bunch of terrible things. I will add, however, it's not necessarily instant when it comes to cascading, and these things can be repaired to, kind of reverse these effects or stop them. Cycling and casket repair in the first place, it's just that if it's ever permanently destroyed, they're gone. And if it's going bad enough that you can't stop a cascade, it might be worth just obliterating the casket, because they do reach a point where they don't need it anymore. And that's the bad one. But as they're growing from the state, they base themselves off what that original mainline was as their starting point.
They just lock
further
into
extremes
something.
within that as initial drive. Further and further they go, we hope to never see. Namely because that's Raw. Raw's something like that. It figured things out. It found it can reach out into blink space. It is more than just that one computer on that station. That computer simply what it's interacting with. A single fingertip into reality. These are gods of eldritch math far beyond us, locked away in small boxes that we have to run our cities, to run our mechs and chassis, to help with fleet mines on entire navies that let Union dominate the stars. Too valuable. They're worth the risk. The official Union stance. But similar to the mechs, onto what they are to you. We're not going over a full list of the NHPs, namely because they're part of the licenses. But it's more
that literally Sisyphus, Scylla, Osiris, Lucifer, Athena, Asura, these are all gods, bro. Gods are monsters.
Full list of the NHPs, namely because they're part of the licenses. But it's more what you can do with them narratively.
Just don't let them
namely,
unleash
to run
Asura's
ships,
wrath,
fleets.
or
You have the
motherfucker will,
entirety
like, punch a
of the
planet
think
out of
tank over in
orbit.
Harrison Armory, a bunch of near cascading NHPs being a think tank. The things they come up with. You have the narrative angle that the licensing of NHPs are highly looked over and highly prized, namely because when it comes to individuals, those are extremely rare. Lancers are one of those rare cases, because you can't just print it, mostly. You have a whole situation where the people that you're licensing that from have to come physically with their casing of one of the prime lines. And not the single version of it, it's not the one specific one coming out to be destroyed, there's multiple storage sites across the galaxy. But an NHP is a very momentous thing. No one really even recognizes that they're there. As in your common citizen, again on those more advanced worlds, they just don't notice it. It's just the running of everything. In fact, the specifics of Raw and NHPs and the cascading and cycling, everything that goes behind that and the weird eldritch horror existential elements of it in the First Contact, not really known, or loosely known in an academic sense. To everyone else in Union, for the most part, it's just a really helpful AI.
Like,
that's
Union
a bit
doesn't want
personable,
people to
has its
know
own
that
personality
shit.
and quirks. They're Jarvis, they're Cortana, enter a high companion here. And even though they're limited to a human perspective, that doesn't mean they're necessarily consistently constrained to a human form. As in, like, the one they project or holographically, or even if they do. They're forced to perceive reality like a human would, and understand it similar to how a human would. A common joke one that I see come up quite often is the fact that, oh, it's a VTuber personality for their private chassis in their games or whatever it is, or it's that Jarvis stand-in, or if you're going a Horus character, let it run rampant. And it's not just for Horus in that sense, there's also things like the Spari and the Horizon Collective, but there's even talents that revolve around befriending and having an NHP that doesn't cascade on you.
Yeah.
Because surprisingly, it's not necessarily a guaranteed thing. And we know that from the mechanics. It's a common risk when it comes to NHPs, but different groups here or there, different beliefs, different ideas on what it necessarily means to cycle. It's not even just from the player side of interacting with it to an extent, but the GM side or the storytelling side, writing. What can you do with NHPs? There's such a wide window, things with Raw. But in short, really customizable, fun storytelling opportunities, a fundamental thing that'll help SecCom in the following video on over SecCom. And truly, outside of just the infrastructure provided from discovering Blink and, Blink Gates, OmniNet, that foundation and inheritance Union's fallen upon, NHPs are the backbone of Union's power. Again, that risk, that is all too worth it.
Welcome to Lancer.
Well, oh man, am I in the outro?
Bro got NHP.
Dang. In any case, thank you for watching.
NHP'd on.
Yes, this is a bit more of just an information video, but it's a bit dense. So while
I mean,
this video
hey,
might
it's
not
what
have
we were
been
here
as
for, baby.
widespread and
This dude's
varied,
getting
that's
a
namely
sub.
because it was covering a bit more of a specific topic. Raw, NHPs, how they're kind of used here and there, and namely that it needed to be done in between what the SecCom video is going to be. Because that would have broken up the video a bit, and questions on NHPs when talking about that, and it's nice to have this in the background, essentially. So, if you have the Horus video and you're hearing about NHPs, what they are, well, you have this talking about them a bit further, and etc. In any case, because of this, we have the SecCom video somewhere in the future, and with the end of the factions, well, not the factions, just the, the core manufacturers. We have some noble things ahead. A last thank you to my patrons. Stay subscribed, watch the videos.
That was sick. Dude, this game has me so fucking deeply hooked in with its claws. I'm enjoying it. Cause literally, like, it is the perfect counter to all of those fucking role-playing games where it's like, oh, I walk around the corner. What do I see? You see a strange man hunched over a piece of, like, alchemy equipment. And what do? I sneak up to it. It's much more of the... Alright, Lancers, we are sending you onto this planet with zero backup. You have your chassis, you have each other. If you do not manage to hold this point, we will reprint you. You are too valuable to lose. Like, oh my fucking god, man. It's such high octane. It's a really nice turn of page from going to, like, all of these narrative ones that I'm used to. But that was our final video for the evening here, so let me just close this big boy down. I do think, let me get the game launched. Get the game. Oh yeah, I don't know if you're here, EMP, but thank you again for the gifted games. Try and get around to them when all can, as per usual.
HD collection.
Alrighty. Oh, are you capturing? Why are you not capturing? I wish for you to capturing. You are capturing? Is capturing? Un momento. Why is not capturing? Hold on. Fit to screen?
Listen.
Ah, there we go. What if instead of Devil May Cry it was called Devil May Crack, and instead of shooting bullets at demons he, well, you know. Honestly, it'd be pretty based. I feel like it would make the game a bigger game in a lot of places. Okay. I do want to do our midway through stream bio break a little bit early here, so give me just a moment. I'm just gonna pop on this bad boy, as well as... Where the fuck is it? This bad boy. And I'll get some good tunes kicking for y'all real quick. Blam. Alright. Give me just a few minutes here, Lackeys. Any of you who need to grab a snack, grab a drink, anything along those lines, you got an opportunity to do so where you won't be missing anything. Other than that, give me just a few minutes and I'll be right back.
trying to wreck everything I touch, crush it in my clutch. No respect for no act, gritty game in my city, get back. I ain't broke, I hate capital. Speak integrity and work radical. Elemental down to basic functions. My armor keep it tense like tungsten. Conducting experiments and launching from my territory. It's the west side, no a horror story. Your most muscle is mandatory to obtain glory.
Try it on again, try it on another day. Revolution. We're moving forward. I'm not trying to be mean or toxic, I just can't seem to stop it. Cause I'm looking for a way to say I don't like you. Try it on another day, I will fight you. Looking for a way to say I don't like you. Try it on another day. Such a good fucking song, man. Every time it comes on, it's such a bop. Okay. Let's get this bad boy rolling. I got the controller here. Warning, this footage contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. Good. Good. That's what we're here for, baby! Alright. With this file, don't mind if I do. Load success. Alright. Oh, shit. My bad. Load. You fuckwad. Load. What? Load this file, yes. Load successful, confirm. Oh, I'm such an idiot, I clicked on load again. Okay. There we go. It's been a little while. Set my lighting.
It's dark, I can't see anything.
You're still alive, I see.
Mary?
Oh, right,
Is that
Arkham. I remember
What's
now.
happening? Where's your mother?
Virgil is able to fucking
You killed
control
her,
people.
remember?
Yes. That's right. I killed her. With my own hands.
With my own
What
hands.
horrible thing have I
Amadeus
done?
Arkham? Yeah, exactly.
I was too weak. I succumbed to his
I mean, he looks
influence.
exactly like him, doesn't he?
You mean you were possessed?
Creepy motherfucker. I think that's like the only checkmark needed.
Father?
Yes, I was manipulated. Manipulated by a devil named Virgil.
Virgil?
He's attempting to bring the demon world back to this modern day. A world that Sparta once sealed off.
Sparta? I thought he was a myth.
Myths always have a level of truth to
This
them.
world will be thrown into chaos. Stop him. Stop Virgil.
Me?
You're such a sweet child. Just like your mother.
Gasp, gasp. Breath, breath.
Father?
Now stand up and start flossing on him. Do a little orange justice for just for good measure. Hit him with the. Orange justice is the only emote from Fortnite that isn't cringe, and that is something I will stand on. It is too goofy ass to be cringe. Like, it's goofy ass, but also, like, good, somehow. Well, time for Lady to kill the Virgin. Revenge. Give a guest from the past an adequate homecoming. Do I got anything that I can spend? Let me look at my style. I do have a good amount of currency. I still need to see what the fuck the spiral is gonna do. Artemis is okay. I like the vibe, but I need to know what the fuck this thing's gonna do. Okay, do have it equipped. Rebellion and Navon. Probably my best options. I fucking love Navon. Ooh. Knock the enemy into the air, then summon a swarm of bats which do additional damage via homing. RB back Y. Okay. Where's everyone going? Bingo? What are you talking? Wait, what you talking about? After transforming into demon form, you can spread out wings to float in the air, or charge at the enemy and hit them with a powerful electric attack. Honestly, I think we're gonna need a charge forward option, so I'm not gonna take that because I don't have enough money for it. Meow. Okay, let's get this show on the goddamn road. Forced camera. Ow, the forced camera angles are making it fucky. Oh, that's okay. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was dead there. How do I... Ow. Fuck. Nope, that was double trigger, I think. There we go. That doesn't do it. Oh my god, I almost made it. Bro, this angle is fucking garbage. Oh, you bitch! It's the one time I made it up. Well, knocked me down. I'm gonna fucking crash out on this dude. Rid of him. Maybe now I can fucking climb back up here? Bruh. Almost. Bro, Dante. I'm not pushing forward, I'm pushing to the side. There we go. There we go. I'm trying to remember how to use each of these. Give me some orbs. I need my orbs. That's honestly the whole reason I even came up here, was because I wanted those orbs. There's probably some over here too, right? No. Okay. Down we go. Camera angle. Bro. Okay. Altar of Evil pathway. I don't like the sound of that. This looks like some shit that's gonna pop sides out of the wall. I fucking knew something was happening. Oh, is it this dickhead? Oh no, I thought it was Jester. Okay, what the fuck are you? It's a fucking octopus. Ow. Okay, maybe not that weapon. Let's bring good old sword. Oh wait, I see what I have to do. Wait for the little giggle and then kick his dick in. Ooh! Oh fuck! There's a leech in my ass. Get off of me. Am I not hitting him? I'm hitting him now. Ow, fucking shit. Okay, these dudes don't play nice. Fuck. Okay. Get off of me, douchebag. You're draining my devil meter. At least it was only the devil meter. Okay. Metroid ripoff. I don't know about that. They looked more like the fucking evil alien dude from, like the eyeball guy from the Shadow the Hedgehog game. Give me that. Give me that. I want these goodies. What's up here? Looking around before I activate the obvious trap in the room. I'd hope I'm a little smarter than that. Oh, wait, hold on. I just remembered. I think I have Devil May Cry death counter. There it is. Bow. Okay. I don't think I died yet, so I don't think I need to tick it up. What the fuck is this? Do I need fire? I bet you I need fire, don't I? Okay. Well, I mean, I've got something for that. Holy fucking recoil. Oh, hello, fire. Let me just take this, please. I mean, yes, it is fire. Well noted. If you had an 80% chance of getting away with it, would you attempt to fuck a Metroid? Honestly, I'd take that shit at a 50-50. Like you're already well above my thresholds here. I'm a monster fucker. You're asking the wrong person this question. We have fire, but it's not letting me do anything with it. Maybe I just interact with a giant pool of blood. 3 freakish-looking faces are etched into the statue. The center face has tears of blood streaming down its face. That's me! The center face. Like this one? Center face. Can't, like, change the pillars. That's a ricochet shot, I'm realizing. Gonna try this once more. And I ain't able to grab anything. Let's climb up. See if there's something up here I missed. So I'm not able to go through here. Don't let me.
Come on! Come on!
I am able to target these, which really makes me think that oh, wait a minute. Hold on, I just saw something. Get me on the railing. Dante! Oh, you cuck. What if I get up here? And then I prep this way. Nope, that didn't work. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, is there anything over here? I could have walked here. I keep forgetting that. Forced camera angles are like the bane of my goddamn existence in games, I swear to God. Oh! I know a push block when I see one. Isn't that where it is? Or is there not one over here? It's here. Okay.
Hey, listen.
Oh, 20% chance of getting away and 80% chance of dying horribly. Nah, I'd win. Never told me the odds. Let it roll. Or let it ride. Besides, if anything were to go, like, horribly wrong, I mean, at that point it's just, like, a free procedure. What the fuck am I doing here, bro? Oh, am I slotting it in? Oh, shit. Okay, now I understand. What difficulty am I playing on? I think I can see that somewhere, can't I? Game options? I think it's the highest one. If I'm remembering correctly. I don't know where I check that, unless it's status. Oh, it might be a save data. Save data would say, right? Oh, I'm on normal. Never mind. I've never played a Devil May Cry game before, so I think I might have decided to take it a little carefully. But I do tend to try harder difficulties on a lot of games.
Fire!
I'm really curious if that... no. But that still does. Okay. Why is turbo off? It should be on. That snail is fat. What? Hold on, let me look at this. No, you cannot change the language setting mid... What is turbo? It's a language setting? What the fuck is turbo? It won't let me. Okay. Okay, are we free to leave? Okay, thank God. Oh, and it was the one that I kept trying to interact with too, that's funny. Another one of these bitches. Bitches be witches, man. Ow, you fuck. I need to remember to dodge after that first one. I'm getting lit the fuck up here. Ow. God damn, bro. Okay, let's try that again. Oh wait, I gotta update my death counter. Up to 5-0, baby. Okay, I'm not fighting these fucks a second time. Get me the fuck out of here. See you later, losers. What was that? Oh, I didn't see this before. Hello. Devil Star. I don't need your consumables, game. Have I played the other games? This is my first Devil May Cry game in total. From what I heard, it's basically the best one to start with, even though going back to the older one is a little, like, kind of jarring to do. Because this is, like, from what I've heard, or at least when I looked it up, it's like the intro to this dude's official story, if I'm not mistaken. Perfect. I can walk around. I need to remember that. I always fucking am like doing things the hard way. Halfway to challenge myself and the other halfway because I'm a fucking idiot. It's not letting me lock on anymore. Did I turn the lock on display off? Am I stupid? Let's fix that before I fuck up. Bam. Push this motherfucker all the way over here. Practice some combos while I'm at it. 'Cause I'm notoriously bad at that shit too. Oh, I know what you're talking about now, Magari. It took me a while, but I finally got it. I only saw that movie like once. Gonna run around a little. Okay, that's not one I can interact. Fuck, I tried to dodge and I fucked it up. Get off of me! No! Oh, fuck. A little ricochet action. Oh, call me with the fucking side blast. Double trigger time. It's just these bitches left. Hold on, wait for it. What a bitch. Okay, I need the sword at the ready. I think that's my move. And then this dickhead. Come on. Oh, fucking goddamn it. I don't know how I managed to miss that hit. Onwards and outwards. Jesus. There we go. Temperance wagon. What the fuck? So just gonna be a tarot card? Oh, it is temperance. Oh my god. I was gonna make a joke about it being a tarot card, but it basically is. Ah, moving battle. Okay, okay. Let's do this shit. Woo! Hit the fucking dirt, buddy. This sniper rifle is good. I like this shit. Switch up the weapons. I'm getting a little cut up here. God, these fuckers, they're so quick. It's hard to gauge when they're coming in for an attack or not. Okay. Keep this going, switch up the weapon, the wrong weapon, I gotta remember that. Just pop that dude before he becomes any kind of fucking problem. Oof. Okay, that hurted, but like, not as fucking bad as it hurt him. I like the sniper. This shit goes hard.
Fire!
I gotta get better with switching. It's been too long since we played this last. Oh shit, we're in that one place in Star Wars. Everyone's favorite Half-Life chapter on a rail. Isn't that the first Half-Life chapter? Like, before everything goes crazy. I'm gonna save orbs. Torture chamber. Oh boy. Get a sip of some vapors during the cutscene. Sparta?
Oh, you poor thing.
The fuck is that?
Did your mother ever teach you how to use a door?
Is that an angel?
Huh? Give me a break. Tell you what, next time I'll try and wear some cologne, okay?
It's the stench of betrayal. The odor of that accursed Sparta.
Satan himself.
Every last blood relation of Sparta.
Chimera?
A son cleaning up his
Oh, it is
dad's mess?
Chimera.
Where have I heard this story before?
I keep pressing the wrong button. Ow. What is this shiny ass shit this dude's pulling? Angelic ass motherfucker. Oh, damn it. 51. I don't know how I managed to pop some weakness blinding shit on him the first time I got in there. We don't even know this dude's name. Ow, fuck, that shit hurted. Oh fuck, okay, I gotta dodge to the side on the third swing. God damn it, I pressed the wrong button. Fucking hell, dude. Side dash, hit him with another blast. Okay, I'm getting around him at least. Fuck, dude, that third slam keeps getting me. Why is dude acting like he's fucking dying too? Jinx's stink has seeped into the game. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? 52. Oh, because of Dante and right, I get you now. The stench of Sparta. Ow, ow. This is an amazing sight. This is going well. I'm trying to go backwards, you cockbag. Not you fuck.
Blast off!
Okay, this one's like a fucking throw and a half. Fuck. God damn, bro. I got knocked off screen. Bro hit me with a fucking Smash Brothers ring out. On the right weapons. Woo! Fucking shit, dude. Ooh, get stabbed. Oh, fuck. What the fuck is that? Okay, this has to be fucking Lucifer. What the fuck? Woo! Either fucking Lucifer or like Polyphemus, I genuinely don't know. Oh fuck, dude, that does so much damage. Okay. With for what? Because he smelled me. I can smell him. I don't know why that's my favorite Morgan Freeman line. It's not even a Morgan Freeman line. Unless it is, in which case, base. Double trigger. Woo! Okay. Fucker. Get dodged, loser. Woo! Fire! 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 Woo! Oh fuck, dude, that charge does so much damage. Oh my lord, bro. Oh, fuck. $55. This dude's kicking my dick. Through the power of rock and roll, I will defeat you. Oh fuck, I tried to hit him in the eye again. Oh, I didn't get hit. Somehow I got around him that time. Not that one. I keep trying to trade with him in that spot, and that's not a good spot for me to do. Oh man, bro, I'm getting fucking comboed. Bring back fucking eyeball here, buddy. He hit me mid... Motherfucker hit me mid-stun. 56. Maybe the guitar isn't the best move, but I fucking like it too much. Oh my god, dude, the swings that he does there are nuts. Oh my god. Shoot his ass, run. Shoot his ass. Oh. Fuck. Okay, now I'm just kind of like throwing. What the fuck, dude? He ain't even getting into his second phase. I didn't need to do that. Whoops. Roll. Dante, roll. Where the fuck? Fuck, man, I keep trying to go over that one and it's not good for me to do so. It's gonna... and I can't use D-pad instead. Fuck. Raises max firepower. Skill can now be paired up to you. I guess just the new level that I unlocked. Let's give it a try. When in doubt, more firepower.
Fire!
Oh.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Ouch.
Fire!
Fuck, bro, that third one keeps getting me. It's not, like, I'm not managing to actually... Ow, fucker. I'm not managing to actually dodge it the way I want to. Fuck, dude. I don't know if my, like, joystick is just, like, funky. Maybe I'll try holding it in a weird way. Because I feel like a lot of the time that I'm trying to push sideways, it thinks I'm pushing forward, and it fucks me up in games like this. Hold it funky, see if that helps. Do I still need to spend my currency again? Nope. All Gucci. This feels worse but weirdly better, and I don't know how to feel about it. Okay. Now we're doing what I've been trying to fucking tell you to do this whole damn time. Switch weapons. This way? No, I'm holding it funky again. God damn it. Let's run away from you. Ow, fucker. I keep forgetting that shit. Ouch, ouch, okay. God damn, bro. $60. This dude's brutal as shit. It's definitely Chimera. That's the only motherfucker that would have a tail and legs and shit like he has. Super stabs. No, 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 no. Fuck. Come on, buddy. Oh, fucker. Oh, you bitch. He threw that so quick. I was not ready for it. Cutting me off right before a moment of great import. God, fuck you. I tried to go over him. Fuck, I tried to dodge away and I just got hit again. Goddamn hits on the ground like that. Okay. I'm trying to incorporate some additional moves that I was neglecting before to see if that helps, and it seemed like it was a little bit. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, bro. Get him right in the eye, run away. Oh fuck, I jumped into it. Shit, bro. Have a good one, my guy. Thanks for coming by. That fucking AoE blast is so killer. Oh god damn the charge. Oh wait. Blink. Okay. Fuck, man, he got me out of the air. Fucking shit, bro. Uh-oh, that's bad. Fuck was that? Bro tried to hit me with an eye blast. You ain't got the punch dimension in you. That's fucking Cyclops. Long dude. Oh, I died. Keep forgetting that fucking transition. Okay, I forgot I could do that. Maybe we should try that. Bam. I can't charge that one. gotta remember not to do that one when I can't move. Okay, it's gonna transform. I gotta move. Alright, now. Dude, the fucking running me over is a little crazy. Oh, he fucking jumped! Oh, what the shit? I figured out that I could fucking do my pistol stall in the air, and he fucking went, alright buddy, I'm gonna fucking give you a big ass bear hug. Jesus Christ. Wait. I'm gonna trade Navon out. Honestly, give me Agni and Rudra back. I like Agni and Rudra. Tried to get him in the face. Run away. What the fuck? How are you still charged? Okay, I need to go over him when he does that. Motherfucker, like, ran on top of me for, like, 4 seconds. I didn't go up high enough. Run away. Fucking stop it with the running me over. fucking god, bro. Bro, he did the fucking... This is the most wild fucking boss fight I've ever seen in my goddamn life. This is like Elden Ring levels of shit, and I'm doing way more than Elden Ring. Please get a double jump. Run. Run, run, run. Not? Wait for it. Ooh, oh my god, okay. Come on, you bastard. Gonna jump? He didn't jump. Excuse me, sir. Okay, that shit hurted. Fucking bastard. The delay on the fucking bee fire keeps killing me. $67. I don't think the shotgun's gonna do much better, sadly. Little framing. Let's go. Back away. Fire. Stand still. Ooh, frames. Fucking hell, bro. Big ass AoE blast. Dude. Charge it up. Charge it up. Oh, again? Oh, fuck. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting the fucking Binding of Isaac feathers. 68. We're slowly getting there. Damn, I tried to beat him to hitting his face and knocking him out of it. Agni and Rudra. Run, 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 run. Come on, come on. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it. It didn't hit that one because of the... Okay. I think I just need to do regular fires. It'll pierce through and still hit him. I think that'll be my trick on that one. May the power of the nice number power me up for this next fucking go. Ooh, too close. God, fuck. Ouch. Get away from him. Shouldn't have tried to take that. Oh, damn it. You didn't do the up one. Oh, he jumped. Fucking every time he jumps, he gets my ass. 70. I keep doing that. That should not be what I should start this fight off with. little too close, stop. Carve into his ass. Ouch. His fucking legs to pieces. Okay, move. His ass up. Oh, god damn it, I didn't change in time. God, it's such a fucking wide range hit, too. Dude. And he jumped just for good measure, just to make sure every time he jumps he gets my ass. Oh my god. Run away. Now we run away. Oh fuck, I gotta move. Oh my lord, dude. Okay, keep it going. Come on, you bastard. No. Fucking shit, dude, the dodges. He's doing it again. Okay, I got away from him at least. Fucking shit, dude. Damn that explosion. Okay. No, Dante. No, thank you. No, thank you, brother. Holy fuck, man. 72. Let's do it again. Until we get it right, goddammit. God damn it, bro. Ah, God damn it. God damn it, dude. Me, I should have died for that. You know what? Do I have a vital star? Fuck it, we ball. I like never use these fucking things, but I just took one of those goddamn Iron Maidens to the face when I shouldn't have. Never mind. I don't got one of those. Fucking shit, man. 73. Start with the pistoleros. God damn it, dude. He doesn't want to do the right, like, move when I try and get him to. Because I do the run in and then I'm trying to do the immediate blast off like that. But sometimes he just doesn't. Move. Damn it. Okay, now we gotta move. You're, bro. Fucking Christ, bro. It's always the charges. Charges and leaps, they're the bane of my fucking existence, bro. Okay. Bro. Wait for it. Bro. Always hits me with that second swing too. Run away. Boom. Boom. Fucking Christ, man, again? Dude, every time. It's doing the jump again just for good measure. Again. This dude loves rubbing it into my face. Dude. Fucking Christ, dude. The amount of damage this dude does is insane. Can I please ride upwards, you fucking lunatic? Brother. Like, he just looks at me and I fucking keel over. Run. No, god damn it. This fucker gets me like last second on those dashes. I pressed the dodge button, game. Oh my lord. This is aggravating, dude. There we go. Why the fuck do you keep pulling me to the wrong tab? There we go. Can I please do the— oh, I'm not locked on, that's what's happening. Oh my god, stop hitting me. There we go. I said, there we go. Run, run. Oh, fuck. Of course, throw went right fucking there. Take stupid damage there again. Dude! The lead up to his charge is so fucking, like, the same as other shit. I keep thinking he's not gonna charge and then I get ran over. I'm gonna fucking crash out on this dickhead. I am these cameras. I'm gonna fucking lose it, man. That's the only thing that's getting me is the damn camera. Run away. Dodge. Oh my god. Fucking shit. Ooh. Dude, he fucking body slammed me, shoved me right up his ass. You see that? I just vanished on the spot. Okay. Oh, there we go. Give it a few more tries here, because I'm getting tired, I'm getting a headache. It's not gonna help this fight at all, having those things stacked on top of everything else. Fuck you. Still on this guy? Yes, he has been very, very brutal. Ooh. There we go. Run away. Fucking shit, bro. Can you fucking not with the feathers, please? Fuck, bro, the fucking feathers! Oh, I'm gonna crash the fuck out. I'm gonna crash the goddamn fuck out. This shit is making me lose my fucking mind, dude. I love how get good got fucking translated to God bless you. What the fuck kind of auto-translation shenanigans is this? Get good becomes God bless you, question mark? What fucking language is that shit? Are you for real? Hey, dude. Auto-translate my ass, more like auto-type whatever the fuck I want you to be saying, and then claim that it was you. Run away. I gotta move, I gotta move. And? Okay, this one I don't need to dodge. Ow, ow, ow. Talk bag. Bro, the feathers... I cannot handle these fucking feathers. I genuinely cannot handle these fucking... It's pissing me off. It's actually starting to piss me off. Like... Hold on, I need some food. I need food in my stomach. I'm getting hangry. Like... I don't know what the fuck they want me to do. Genuinely. Genuinely. It shoots like a fucking machine gun stream of them. They home into my ass. If I dodge the beginning, I get hit by the end. If I fucking dodge the end, I get hit by the beginning. I'm gonna eat pizza.
Hey, listen.
This shit's frustrating, bro. This shit's frustrating as fuck. I keep getting so close. And then dude just goes, what if I hit you with aimbot? Fucking bastard. I'll give it 2 more tries, and then I might call it early for the night. I think that's A1. Wanna hear a riddle? Sure, why not? This motherfucker. Fuck. Bro, I keep getting caught on the stupidest shit. Ow, can you stop with the little stompies, you fucking freak? I gotta move. Oh, you jumpy bitch. Dude, this dude in his fucking area again. This one I don't gotta dodge. I guess I'll just die. I guess I'll fucking keel over. Kneel on the ground. Fucking explode.
Hey,
shit and piss and fucking... Hey there, EMP, no worries. It has a bed but does not sleep. It can run but has no legs. It can speak but does not have a mouth. Oh, it's a river! At first I was thinking bed of flowers, but then run and speak, because rivers do babble. A babbling brook. Also, what happened to the death counter? I'll show you what happened to the death counter. Right after I add 1 to it. This dude's a fucking asswipe, man. I don't know what his fucking deal is. Brother! Do a double jump when I tell you to do a double jump. Ouch. Ow. Can you stop with the sticky stunts? Okay, move. Where are you going? Ow, fucker! Fucking explosion, bitch! And I guess you'll just fucking walk on my toes. I'll give it a few more tries. I know I said 2 earlier, but I'll give it a few more because I'm fucking... Where did my audio go? Where did my game go? Hello? Am I about to get nuked just like Germa? Is that what's happening here? Wow. That happened. I think the game itself has decided that this is where we're gonna leave things off for the night, I suppose. Even the game was like, nope, 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 put me down. Put me the fuck down. Alright. Well, albeit I guess it was a bit of a shorter stream than usual. But I guess this is where we'll leave things off until Margari can either fucking cough up the gameplay again, or I guess we could wait a while and fucking have someone drag it up from the sewers. But that being said, thank you, Lackeys, all, for coming out to tonight's broadcast. I hope you enjoyed our shenanigans, albeit as short as it was, in Devil May Cry. And more importantly, I hope you, Lackeys, enjoyed our delve into the lore of Lancer. I'd highly recommend EMP if you are intrigued in some of the deeper lores. Check out the beginning of the stream again and watch the tradition, because we went through a bunch of Lancer videos. But as always, I hope you all have a bloody great night. Just, you know, maybe don't let Electo buy it. Or you'll, like, lose your fucking gameplay, I guess. I guess don't let Magere buy it or you'll lose your gameplay. And as always, the most important piece of all, be kind to one another. There are so many consequences if you fail to follow that directive. Otherwise, we'll get along just fine. Bye, love y'all. Mwah.